for South Garfield Avenue. The main intent for this is to actually improve South Garfield, make it into a place where people from the local community can come out, use the businesses. Want to encourage more foot traffic out here. There's been some new businesses that have located on South Garfield Avenue. And again, what we're doing tonight is we're actually doing a ribbon cutting, commemorating all the hard work that's been done and really opening up South Garfield Village for future growth within the city. So with that, I'd like to introduce the City Council. First, Mayor Pro Tem Peter Chan. Councilman Mitchell Ng, Councilmember Rial Sebastian, Councilman Hans Leong, and our city clerk. Yay! So with that, what I'd like to do is actually offer the council a chance to speak if they'd like. And once they're done speaking, we'll go ahead and we'll cut the ribbon. So, Mayor Pro Tem, would you like to say anything?
Well, I'm honored to be here to see the ribbon cutting of this project. Finally, it's done, and you can see the difference from before and now. The sidewalk, the street, everything is different. And it's good for the business and also for the residents in this area. And that is what the city is trying to do, is to improve the infrastructures so that the business can have a better environment to make money, so that they can do better and the city will do better and everyone will be happier. So just without further ado, and I know that everyone wants to get on to this ribbon cutting ceremony, so I ask my council members to say a few words. Hans, council member.
Thank you, Peter. You know, it's one of the rewarding things about being in local government where we can work together and actually through a little bit of time and effort we can see changes and improvements in our community, especially now, as you can see with our South Garfield Village, the islands put in, the crosswalk, and it really, as Peter said, is an effort to improve our community. We always have to think of ways to make things better for our residents and our community as a whole. And these projects like this really, I think, work towards moving towards that goal and towards achieving that kind of community, I think, that we all strive for. So I want to commend all of our staff and all the people that had to put the hard work in to actually make this happen. I think it's a really good example for our community about what we can do when we work together. So thank you, everybody.
And I would like to invite Council Member Mitchell Ng say a few words.
Thank you, Peter. I was told to say a few words, so go Dodgers. I know like in 20 minutes the Dodgers are going to be playing the Atlanta Braves in their first game. First of all, let me say that over 6 years, I believe, Councilmember Rial Sebastian has been pushing for the improvement of south part of Monterey Park. There's a lot of emphasis that's been placed on the north part of the city, and we didn't want to neglect the south end. So the combination of the council decided we need to infuse some investments in this area to also improve the area, beautify it, and help the businesses in the surrounding area. And I know that one of the places that's kind of a hidden gem is the brew across the street. And I know the owner's just in front of me, her name's Pam, and I know some of us are going to be congregating over there afterwards. But take a look at some of the places here. We're going to improve it, and we're going to make it pedestrian friendly so that consumers can come here and enjoy their time here in the south part of Monterey Park. But once again, thank you very much for coming out.
And now, Council Member Teresa Rial Sebastian.
Thank you, Mayor. Wow, I am so excited it's finally done. I kept calling our city manager, is it done? Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? And I know we had a few snags, but here we are finally. And yes, I really want to thank my colleagues. The three of you were very supportive of when I brought up this idea. We had $1.8 million from the sale of land that somebody purchased from us. And so when that $1.8 million became available, I made the motion and the council supported for us to set it aside and to earmark it strictly for economic development, not for salaries, not for consultant fees, but for hard costs. And so a few years after that, we decided half of the money would go to South Garfield and then the other half will go to the Garvey area. And the purpose was, it's all about quality of life. It's not only for the residents, but it's for these people that travel through here. I mean, they get to see something really nice and they're going to say, hey, I want to stop here. But the residents also, I see many of you walking through this area now because it's something to see, something to admire, something to be proud of. And for the businesses, I really want to thank the businesses for investing their time, their effort, and their money into improving this area, because this is one of, as you see right there, it's one of the gateways into Monterey Park. We're right off the 60 freeway. We have a dedicated exit here, and we need to capitalize on that. So I really want to thank the businesses that have invested, and we want to encourage those that haven't. You know, please do so. Our staff is here to assist and help, and you know, we're here to cheer you on. So I really want to thank everyone that put this together. As Councilmember Liang said, this is a community-wide effort, and so when we put our minds together to it, look at how, I mean, this is amazing what we've done. So as we continue to improve the different arteries into our city, you know, this is something, this is why we were the #3 best place to live in the United States last year. So I think we just increased one notch. They just don't know about it. But thank you so much. And yeah, we'll be congregating at the Brew, so come join us. Thank you.
And now our city clerk, Vincent Chang.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. You know, it's really exciting being a resident that, you know, now we have these improvements coming. Thank you so much, City Council, on behalf of all the residents, for doing this for us and everybody else. You know, personally, we do patronize some of the business around here, especially in the morning. We also go to the Brew once in a while, but not as often as we should be. But just a couple of things I just want to point out, you know, looking at the behind Councilmember Riel Sebastian here, the bioswales. You know, this is a something that is really going to help our environment. If we get rain again, well, hopefully, no, I think we will. But anyways, whenever it's going to rain, the water will actually drain there into the soil, and then we're going to be able to reuse the water, if I'm not mistaken about that, right? So those are some of the great environmental improvements that, you know, this Monterey Park is going to have. Hopefully, we're going to have more of that in the future. Before I was elected as a city clerk, I served on the Environmental Commission. So, you know, this is something that definitely the city you know, could use, and hopefully we'll see more of that throughout. So again, congratulations, everybody. Look forward to crossing this sidewalk many times. Okay, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, I think it's ready to ribbon cutting.
All right. Everyone, post your position.
All right.
You guys ready?
Ready?
Wait. And I'll count to 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Try to get